Welcome to Live Kindly. Lucius Annaeus Seneca, commonly known as Seneca, was a prominent Roman philosopher and playwright whose works have left an indelible mark on the world of philosophy, particularly Stoicism. As an advisor to Emperor Nero, Seneca played a crucial role in shaping Roman thought and is often credited with making Stoicism more accessible to a broader audience. His extensive collection of writings, including his renowned Letters from a Stoic, has influenced countless thinkers throughout the centuries. Seneca's letters and essays offer profound insights into what constitutes a good life and how one can attain it. His teachings emphasize the importance of virtue, resilience, and inner peace, providing timeless wisdom that remains relevant today. Here are 10 important lessons we can learn from Seneca. Number 1. Heal yourself. Seneca tells us, two elements must be rooted out once and for all: the fear of future suffering and the recollection of past suffering. Since the latter no longer concerns me and the former concerns me not yet. According to Seneca, the two biggest causes of suffering are fearing the future and regretting the past. Our future is uncertain and beyond our control. Fearing it only brings dread, anxiety, and suffering. The truth is, whatever happens, you will have the strength to survive and even become stronger. So the next time something horrible happens to you, remind yourself that perhaps this sorrow might one day bring delight. We regret the past because we want to avoid making the same mistakes in the future. Instead, we should reflect on the past, learn our lessons, and move on. The problem is that too many of us have a mental virus. Imagine the space we hold all our baggage in as a glass, and you'll realize that most of us have a crack in that glass. These cracks come from sad life experiences or abusive and dysfunctional relationships that have caused us some trauma or pain. Since none of us enter adulthood in the most ideal way, we all have some sort of crack. These cracks act like viruses, replaying horrible moments from our past in our minds. We need to repair these cracks, or else we cannot move forward in our lives. The good news is that this mental virus can be cured by seeing a therapist, studying philosophy, or reading the right books. By addressing these cracks, we can stop the past from haunting us and learn to live in the present. If we avoid regretting the past and don't fear the future, we become indestructible. Seneca's wisdom teaches us that true strength lies in our ability to let go of past regrets and future fears. By doing so, we can live fully in the present, making the most of our lives and finding joy in each moment. This philosophy encourages us to develop resilience, face challenges with confidence, and embrace the uncertainties of life without being weighed down by what has been or what might be. Number 2. Seek your own applause. To quote Seneca, "Be your own spectator, seek your own applause." As humans, we often seek the approval of others, striving to meet societal standards that can lead to an inferiority complex. Our society tends to operate on a somebody or nobody mentality, which exacerbates these feelings of inadequacy. The problem with constantly seeking approval is that it makes us slaves to the opinions of others. No matter how hard we try, we can never please everyone. Instead, we should focus on pleasing ourselves and living according to our own personal code of ethics and morals. We need to act as if we were part of nature, where there are no rich or poor trees, just balance. By setting big goals, having role models, and striving for greatness, we can achieve a fulfilling life. However, we must remember that worrying about what others think can make us feel like the poorest people on earth. Fostering self-love and self-respect is crucial. It enables us to be comfortable in our own company, to be our greatest selves, and to be happy with who we are. One practical way to achieve this is by looking at yourself in the mirror and asking, "Am I pleased with the person I'm looking at?" If the answer is yes, keep moving forward. If not, identify areas in your life that need change and work towards becoming the person you strive to be. By seeking our own applause and being our own spectator, we can free ourselves from the constant need for external validation. This self-reliance and self-approval allow us to live more authentically and confidently. It empowers us to make decisions based on our values rather than the expectations of others, leading to a more balanced and fulfilling life. Seneca's advice to be your own spectator, seek your own applause, encourages us to prioritize our own approval over that of others. By living according to our own values and fostering self-love, we can achieve true contentment and confidence. Embrace this philosophy to live a life that is not only successful, but also deeply satisfying. Number 3, live for others. As we learn from Seneca, you must live for your neighbor if you would live for yourself. This wisdom is echoed in the lives of great figures like Gandhi, Mandela, and Mother Teresa, who never expressed regret for dedicating their lives to the service of others. Their purpose was to empower and uplift those around them, and we too can follow their example by helping our friends, community members, and especially those who are weaker and less fortunate. Many people are sad, miserable, and lost, and they need your love and support. When you perform good deeds, do so without expecting payment or even gratitude in return. The act of giving is an indirect way of giving to ourselves, as it enriches our lives and fulfills our innate desire to make a positive impact. Living for others creates a win-win situation where everyone benefits. Regardless of your circumstances, there are always ways to help others. You can offer advice, lend a listening ear, give a hug, or provide words of encouragement. Donate items you no longer use, such as clothes or household appliances, to those in need. Volunteering your time and effort at local organizations can also make a significant difference. Often, the most profound way to help others isn't through money or material resources, but through genuine compassion and kindness. Helping others fosters a sense of community and connection. It reminds us that we are part of something larger than ourselves, and it strengthens the bonds that hold society together. By living for others, we not only improve their lives but also enhance our own sense of purpose and fulfillment. Number 4, find an anchor, be an anchor. In the words of Seneca, associate with people who are likely to improve you. Welcome those whom you are capable of improving. The process is a mutual one. Men learn as they teach. Seneca urges us to choose a role model who provides a standard to live by. Having such an anchor in our lives is powerful because they can open our eyes to what is possible. The person of your choosing can provide you with principles that help you navigate even the most difficult and treacherous circumstances, as well as standards against which you can judge your behavior on a day-to-day basis. Likewise, when you find people who are genuinely eager to grow and whom you can help, do so. Be an anchor for them. At any phase of your career or life, you will always encounter someone seeking your wisdom. You will always have someone to inspire, whether it be your child, a junior colleague at work, a friend, or someone who looks up to you for your experience. Helping others develop and grow is not only beneficial for them, but also enriches your own life. This mutual process enhances your leadership skills and provides you with a sense of fulfillment, knowing that you have directly contributed to someone's growth and development. Seeing your mentee succeed as a result of your guidance is a reward in itself. By associating with those who can improve you and by mentoring those you can help, you create a cycle of continuous growth and improvement. This approach builds a supportive and enriching community where knowledge and wisdom are shared freely, leading to collective advancement. Seneca's advice to associate with those who can improve us and to help those we can improve emphasizes the importance of mutual growth and mentorship. By choosing role models and becoming mentors ourselves, we contribute to a culture of continuous learning and personal development. This not only benefits individuals, but also strengthens the fabric of our communities. Number 5. Create your own philosophy. Seneca teaches us, when a mind is impressionable and has none too firm a hold on what is right, it must be rescued from the crowd. It is so easy for it to go over to the majority. In today's world, this wisdom is particularly relevant. Every day, we spend too much time on social media or around people who dictate how we should think, what we should believe, how we should act, and what we should do with our precious time. It's up to us to protect ourselves from this pervasive influence, the influence of the masses, as Seneca called it. Just because most people do something doesn't mean it's worth imitating. Many people spend excessive money on luxuries they don't need. Most people aren't grateful for what they have. Many waste a lot of time on life's trivialities and achieve little. If you wish to have the same results as everyone else, then by all means be a follower. However, if you aspire to a different, more fulfilling life, then choose to be a student of life. Seneca recognized that to live well, we must be constant students of the greatest subject of all life itself. This means deciding what to believe based on thoughtful consideration, not on what the majority does. It involves creating a unique path that aligns with your values and aspirations rather than conforming to societal pressures. To safeguard your mind from being overly impressionable, limit your exposure to negative influences and instead seek out sources that enrich and inspire you. Focus on personal growth, cultivate gratitude, and prioritize meaningful activities. Surround yourself with people who uplift and challenge you positively, and engage in practices that foster inner peace and wisdom. By taking control of your thoughts and actions, you can carve out a life that is uniquely yours, filled with purpose and contentment. As Seneca suggests, be a student of life, constantly learning, questioning, and growing. This approach will not only help you avoid the pitfalls of following the crowd, but will also lead you to a more authentic and fulfilling existence. Seneca's teaching reminds us of the importance of protecting our minds from the influence of the masses and committing to a path of continuous learning and personal growth. By being mindful of our influences and choosing to live deliberately, we can create a life that is rich in meaning and aligned with our true selves. Number 6. Exercise your mind daily. Seneca says, as long as you live, keep learning how to live. Developing our inner selves is a lifelong process that requires continuous effort and dedication. Seneca believed that self-improvement and the pursuit of happiness are essential aims for humanity. Yet we often postpone self-improvement practices, claiming we lack the time. The thought of meditating or engaging in introspection can feel more stressful when we're busy. However, Seneca insists that these are not valid excuses. Working on our inner selves should be treated as a full-time job, not something to be sidelined for other tasks. One of the first steps to improving ourselves is recognizing our flaws. None of us are perfect, and identifying the areas that need work is crucial. As we journey through life, our perspectives and beliefs may change, particularly when we realize that our previous beliefs were based on erroneous or false pretenses. This recognition allows us to improve and move forward. Learning is a continuous process, whether we are conscious of it or not. Our minds are the most important and enduring tools we have. Therefore, making time for mental health and personal growth is essential. Regardless of the phase of life you are in, you can start learning a new skill, take a new class, meditate, or read self-improvement books. These books, written by experts, offer a wealth of knowledge and insights that can enrich your journey of learning and growth. Engaging with highly recommended self-improvement materials can provide valuable perspectives and techniques for personal development. Exercise your mind every day by doing activities that challenge and stretch you. Whether it's through reading, meditating, or acquiring new skills, continually seek ways to enhance your mental and emotional well-being. Seneca's wisdom reminds us that the journey of self-improvement and learning how to live is a never-ending process. By committing to continuous growth and self-reflection, we can lead more fulfilling and enriched lives. Embrace the opportunities to learn and grow every day, and make the development of your inner self a priority. Number 7. When hungry, eat. When tired, sleep. In the words of Seneca, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. The key to physical and mental well-being is to live prudently and enthusiastically in the present moment. Yet, how often do we rush through tasks only to quickly move on to the next item on our list? How frequently do we spend our evenings worrying about tomorrow instead of relaxing? How often do we find ourselves in the middle of a wonderful moment, only to be distracted by thoughts of what we need to do next? Alan Watts, in his book Out of Your Mind, recounts a conversation between a Zen master and his student. The student asks the master how to achieve Zen, and the master replies, "Eat when you're hungry and sleep when you're tired." The student, confused, responds, "Isn't that what people do already?" The Zen master replies, "No, people don't just eat, but think of 10,000 things, and people don't just sleep but dream innumerable dreams." We often let our minds wander to the next big thing or dwell on past memories, missing out on the present. We fail to simply enjoy the moment for what it is. The next thing you know, you are living the moment you were thinking about so longingly yesterday, but your mind has already moved on to tomorrow or is stuck in a moment from weeks ago. Living in the present is a practice, one that requires conscious effort but offers immense rewards. By being fully engaged in the here and now, you not only enhance your happiness but also cultivate a deeper appreciation for life itself. Seneca's teaching reminds us that true happiness comes from savoring the present moment without the burden of past regrets or future anxieties. Challenge yourself to be present, starting now, and watch how it transforms your experience of life. Number 8. Learn the art of contentment. According to Seneca, it is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. Seneca, one of the wealthiest men in the Roman Empire, chose to live a life that was more akin to that of a pauper. Despite his immense wealth, he imagined each day as if it could all disappear, allowing him the freedom to philosophize about life without becoming enslaved by his possessions. The fact that you're watching this video suggests that you are likely living in a modern or developing society where basic needs, such as a decent place to live, basic clothing, internet access, a smartphone, a laptop, and food, are easily attainable. Yet, despite having these essentials, we often crave more. One of the biggest diseases in today's society is the relentless desire for luxury. We believe that accumulating more will make life easier, allowing us more time for the things we love, simplifying the raising of our children, and making time with loved ones more effortless. However, this belief is a fallacy. In reality, the opposite is true. Many of the super-rich have families plagued with anxiety and stress, and their lives become increasingly complex. There comes a point when material success becomes a hindrance rather than an advantage. Earning a lot of money demands significant time, energy, and mental and emotional space. The moment we start wanting more, we lose appreciation for what we already have. By adopting these practices, you can free yourself from the endless cycle of wanting more and find true contentment and happiness in what you already have. Seneca's teachings remind us that wealth is not measured by how much we have, but by how little we need. Seneca's insight that craving more leads to poverty of the spirit is a powerful reminder to value what we have and avoid the constant pursuit of more. By appreciating our current blessings and focusing on meaningful pursuits, we can achieve true contentment and live a richer life in every sense of the word. Number 9. Boldly face the struggles of life. Seneca says, he should put his whole heart into fighting against them. Let us overcome all things with our reward consisting of moral worth, strength of spirit, and peace that is won forever. Once in any contest, adversity has been utterly defeated. Seneca emphasizes that our perception of suffering is far more critical than the suffering itself. Everyone experiences adversity, but how we respond to it is what truly matters. In both our personal lives and on a global scale, we face numerous challenges such as injury, illness, unemployment, grief, divorce, death, or embarking on a new venture with an uncertain future. The reality is that many of us allow these problems to defeat us through feelings of anger, fear, and anxiety. This negative approach can paralyze us, preventing us from taking steps to resolve the issue. Seneca urges us to adopt a positive attitude towards adversity. Instead of seeing setbacks as failures, we should view them as lessons and use them as fuel for greater efforts in the future. A long line can be an inconvenience, or it can be an opportunity to practice patience. A rejection can be seen as a permanent mark of our inability, or it can be a stepping stone on our journey to greatness. When you have the right attitude, nothing can stop you. Conversely, when you have the wrong attitude, almost anything can become an insurmountable obstacle. Here are some practical steps to help you adopt the right mindset in the face of adversity. By adopting these practices, you can transform adversity into a source of strength and growth. Seneca's wisdom teaches us that with the right attitude, we can overcome any challenge and achieve a state of enduring peace and moral worth. Seneca's philosophy emphasizes the power of perception and attitude in overcoming adversity. By developing resilience, cultivating a growth mindset, practicing patience, reframing negative thoughts, taking action, seeking support, and finding meaning in difficult situations, we can navigate life's challenges with strength and grace. Number 10. Don't just live long, live wide. As we learn from Seneca, you must not think a man has lived long because he has white hair and wrinkles. He has not lived long, just existed long. In his moral essay, On the Shortness of Life, Seneca offers an urgent reminder about the non-renewability of our most important resource, time. He believed that life is long for those who do not squander their time. Most of the time, we are not truly living life but merely existing, allowing life to happen to us rather than taking control and living intentionally. We often lead lives filled with busyness and stress, obsessed with short-term pleasures and greedy for power, fame, money, prestige, and status. Seneca urges us to examine these distractions that make life seem to pass by too quickly. He prompts us to question our lives and ask, what proof do I have that I'm really alive? Many of us live lives of mere existence, wasting our potential and letting time slip through our fingers. The truth is, life moves forward whether we like it or not. Time is valuable, and it's the one resource we can never get back. However, life can be long and fulfilling if we use our time deliberately and carefully. This involves investing time in actual living, which includes studying philosophy, being in control of ourselves, working towards meaningful goals, and not postponing the enjoyment of life for the future. By following these steps, you can transform mere existence into a life rich with purpose, meaning, and fulfillment. Seneca's wisdom reminds us that the quality of our time is far more important than its quantity. Living deliberately and making the most of our time ensures that our lives are not just long but wide and deep with meaningful experiences. Seneca's insights on the non-renewability of time challenge us to live intentionally and make the most of our lives. By focusing on meaningful activities, setting goals, avoiding procrastination, and valuing our time, we can lead truly fulfilling lives. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to check out our Stoicism playlist for more insights and teachings from the great Stoic philosophers. For additional videos that help you find success and happiness through ancient philosophical wisdom, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Your support means the world to us and helps us continue to bring valuable content to our community. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, the journey to a fulfilling life begins with wisdom, and there's no better time to start than now. Stay curious, stay thoughtful, and keep seeking the truth.